world, like ask like my friend Shannon Doherty, like she's very into the animals, and like people that are very pro animal, they would say, yes, it's 100%. I mean, you're endangering the life of a dog. If a child were in the car or something, yeah, we'd be calling Child Protective Services. So I think it's worth calling. Yeah, sure.
Well, I've read mixed things. I've read, yes, they were involved. They know of the incident, but there is no open investigation. There's no ongoing thing that they're going to follow up. They want to speak to Shannon. But I mean, okay, well, that doesn't sound like any big investigation. Right?
That doesn't sound like,
the
no.
dog isn't in, they're not taking the dog. I mean, they're not going to do like, unless there's actual seriously physical abuse and malnutrition. I don't think they're going to take the dog. Now, to your point, you have a good point. If one of her daughters had been in the car, I mean, this would be an even bigger story, 100%. And animals have rights and deserve good care too. I think it's pretty well documented that she loves that dog, although it did go missing. When I was reading down the thing, they were like, well, then it went missing in like 2019 or 2020 or something, Archie or whatever. Then it was found, so I mean, it does like, then you're like, okay, well, it's a big dog. Like, how do you like lose a dog? But it's funny here in LA. I'm sure you see it in New York. Every fucking time I walk anywhere, every telephone pole there's a picture of like missing cat. I'm like, how the fuck are you missing a cat? Like or missing dog. I mean, of all sizes. I'm like, guys, what? I mean,
Archie's big. Archie's a big dog.
I know. I'm like, how do these dogs get loose? I don't know. Anyhow, in a place where it's not like you're leaving it outside. You live on a big farm and it's roaming and then it went next door. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think anything's going to come of that, was my point.
I would agree with that. I mean, I think, listen, people have, last week I asked, like, will Shannon lose her job over this? Look, and it's all tied into like, yes, people are going to talk about Luann in the bushes and being arrested. Teresa's a convicted felon. Okay. Jen Shah did stay on the show throughout everything that was going on until she physically had to be carted off to jail. Yeah. I mean, I think, like I've always said, I think I sound like a broken record. I do not think Stassi Schroeder, Jax Taylor, and Kristen Doty would be fired today or yesterday or last year from Vanderpump Rules. They were fired during a particular time in the world. Ramona was fired because apparently she's, racist and said all these things, and there was an internal investigation with Ebony, and she was fired for that. She was fired. I don't mean fired like the whole cast was fired. She was not chosen for Legacy, and now she's in Legacy because Jill didn't accept the money. These are the actual facts. So how do you fire someone because it looks bad because apparently she has racial insensitivities and now she's on the show? I think it's a complete sliding scale, and we dangle this like, look how good we are as a net. It's just a business. I'm not even criticizing them. You do what's good for the business. Ramona's good for loser Legacy because there's nobody else. Like, can Shannon use her job? I do think she could lose her job. I do. I don't think Shannon is vital to the OC. Mind you, I don't think Tamara's vital. I don't think Heather's. I really think this is a true ensemble cast. I don't think there's one person we can't fire here. I think she's a great housewife. Let me make that clear. She's given so much. She's great at the job. She's one of the majors. I just don't think we need her right now based on this past season. I don't think it was so blockbuster because of Shannon. Go on. What did I hit the nail on the head of?
You hit the nail on the head of people being fired for insensitivities. It's so many factors. It's like you said, it's time in society, level of outrage, level of their fame, level of how much they're required to the show. I mean, Stassi, look, she's gone on to be extremely successful without the show. She doesn't even need them now, and vice versa, right? I mean, Vanderpump Rules really goes on without her. And, they're probably bringing Jax back because they love the enemy element of, Jax versus Tom Sandoval, but
it's going to be great TV.
Yeah. I mean, it's so time and place. And what's interesting, that reminded me, I just watched this compilation of Mary Cosby, how racist she was to Jenny Nguyen. And, that created a whole debate over the weekend because, there's Whitney taking a picture with Jenny Nguyen which was just so stupid. You know, I mean, like the backlash was so fucking dumb.
Right, like Jenny showed up at the thing,
Gross.
took a picture with Whitney. She was invited by someone. I actually like Jenny Newen, so let me just put that out there. Bring on the backlash. I like her. But I like Whitney and Mary too.
Look,
So
the whole thing with people were like, what did Jenny do? Jenny put years ago, like during the BLM stuff, so 2019, 2020, had put up all these pro-cop things, and there was something else, I think, that was very anti-BLM, anti maybe black crime.
I think she said, I could be wrong. I just looked into this recently. I believe, right, that like, listen, her point is, I'm not anti-BLM. I was always, I'm anti-violence. I understand. I thought she, at some point, she said black thugs. I don't know. I am speaking off the top of my head, but whatever it was, right. So there was that stuff. She was fired because it was convenient. I mean, she wasn't needed for the show. She wasn't Meredith Marks. She wasn't Lisa Barlow. She wasn't, you know, she was a one-time housewife. So they made a case out of this, sure. Which I'm not arguing the merits. I'm just saying. And so, right. So she goes to this event, takes a picture with Whitney. Cause I mean, you can take a picture, posts it. The backlash goes crazy to Whitney. Oh no. First, Mary makes a comment. Yes. I always knew you were racist, Whitney. Right. Mary Cosby is the one that caused all this drama for Whitney, because Mary posted on the picture, she commented, I always knew you were racist, obviously referring to Jenny's comments. And apparently then Whitney has received tons of backlash. And Whitney is like, I'm sick of the backlash. She came in, Jenny, she took a picture with me. What did you want me to do? I do think the whole thing's silly. Yep.
So stupid. And then they go to show Mary all the season that they were both on together. Mary's
yes.
Look,
honey, I just looked into it. Mary said slanty eyes. She made fun of her accent.
Yellow skin. I mean, like all these stereotypes. I mean, it is kind of like, I can't believe actually nobody made more of a fuss about
Your Honor. Your Honor, I rest my case. That is, you know, us lawyers would like to go back. That's my whole point. We have Mary, who was let go because she didn't attend the reunion, which you do get fired if you don't go to the reunion. And then we had the worst season in Salt Lake housewife history. And now all of a sudden, Mary is back. So I'm not taking sides. I am not taking sides. I just think it's a double, just call it what it is. Mary is needed for the business. She makes great TV. The fact that she said all these things, apparently about the color of Jenny's skin, apparently we don't care if we're Bravo because we need her for the show. Apparently we care about what Jenny said because we don't need her for the show. I am not taking sides and justifying anything. I'm just saying it's a business, and I'm not even saying I don't understand that. I mean, if you and I had a major fight off air today and I fucking hated you, I would wait. I have something else to say. I know, I always have something else to say. But listen, you guys know I've been having a lot of digestive issues lately. I've shared that with all of you throughout the past few weeks. I share a lot with you guys. But you know what I didn't know? I didn't know that these digestive issues were caused by potential toxins that are in these quote unquote healthy foods. I thought I was eating right. Oh my gosh. I have learned so much. We've been hearing about, you know, these healthy foods for years, right? Well, this potential toxin causes digestive issues, according to Dr. Gundry. He's a world's renowned cardiologist. And the harmful condition is affecting millions of people nationwide. It was affecting me. Now, here's the thing. There's so many warning signs that I now saw that I didn't realize. Weight gain, hello. I mean, that's all I talk about with you guys. Fatigue, digestive discomfort, stiff joints. I've even had skin problems. And, you know, listen, I'm not a spring chicken. So I just personally thought that all these things were happening because I was getting older. Well, Dr. Gundry explains that these side effects are often mistaken for normal signs of aging. Now I know. So listen, I can assure you that the damage is probably caused by these healthy foods, and it's far from normal. The good news is you can easily help fix the problem from your own home. It's very simple. You just have to know which foods are actually healthy and which contain this hidden potential toxin. It's that simple. So you can find this for yourself at gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. That's gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. You can just click on the link in the description below this video. Because after years of research, Dr. Gundry has decided to release an informative video to the public free. It's free and uninterrupted. You guys have to watch this, showcasing exactly which foods you need to avoid. Go to the video, gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I know this is reality TV, but this really, really has changed my life. Click on the link below. Bye.